And that kind of leads me into giving feedback. So if you post something for feedback, it would be really great if you can ask specific questions. What is it that you want feedback on? And it could be on your concept, it could be on technique, it could just be like, hey, is this working visually? Whatever. So that is really helpful. And if you're ever presenting your work in a critique group or something like that, that helps there too. Everyone always appreciates knowing what the maker is trying to achieve. Because in my opinion, feedback should be based on what you, the artist, is wanting to make, and not necessarily what I want to turn it into. So if I know what you're going for, then it's much easier to decide if you've achieved that or not, or if there's, ways to take it more in that direction. So asking specific questions, great. And then if you're the person commenting, it's always helpful to start with something positive about the work, which, that's like a great way to challenge ourselves, because it is truthfully not that hard to come up with one good thing to say about the work. And if it takes you a couple of minutes, even better, because then you're taking that time to really engage in what you're looking at. And if you take some of my painting classes, I go over some specific elements of painting that you can talk about in a critique, and that can help too. But even without that knowledge, saying something positive, and then if there's something that you don't understand or is confusing, or you're wondering why the artist did that, or if there's something that you just don't like, that would be the time to then give that feedback. And we all probably already know that balance helps people hear our words better, and is just more useful for the artist, because our goal is to help them express what they want to express, and not just to tear someone down. So those are my thoughts on how to talk about art, and it really does apply to any art form. So if you're talking about writing, or say poetry, that is not my expertise. It's still worth it to engage with the work and find what you like about it. And that can be a really great opportunity to get into a conversation with the writer or the artist. Because if you say, I like that word that you used, then they might say, well, why? What did you like about it? And then that's where you start really getting into the meat of the topic. There are some schools of thought in the art world. Certain people believe that it's worth it to just tear people apart, and if they can't take it, they don't belong in the art world. And that's just such crap. I get so mad when people say that, because it discourages some of the best, most talented people. It's like those of us that have a sensitive heart and are really tapped into other people and our feelings and the mood. I think those are really important things that we need in the world, and if we're crushing people that are attuned to that, then we're all missing out. So, all right, so I think that is all my thoughts for tonight. Bye, have a great night.